We're off to train push. I saved that. Oof, yeah. All right, let's go. It's a beautiful day in London or Essex, depending on what you want to say to me. Yeah, it's a beautiful day. So the sunnies are on the way to the gym, which always makes me feel pretty nice. But if you ever see me walking around with sunnies on during this prep, I'm not just a knob. I'm not just being a knob. I think sunnies are one of the best prep accessories, because if you're walking about and your eyes feel a bit murked and your face does not feel right, then sunglasses can really help. Right, so let's get to the plan for today. I have 2 push sessions a week. This is session number 1. This is also session number 1 of the week. My training week starts on a Sunday. It's a little bit strange. Every time the first push session starts, I really struggle with saying push session. Maybe I should say push workout. Really struggle with that. First one starts with it always starts with a lateral raise. So the first one, this will be a standing lateral raise, and in the second session a week it'll be a lying lateral raise. But I'll do both of those in the sessions as it is. Then there will be 2 presses. So these are the heaviest exercises that I have during the week. Heaviest push exercises. So today we'll start with the seated Smith military, which is my favorite is tough, but it's one of my absolute favorite exercises in the gym. Really enjoy it. And then I've got a flat press, which will be a Gymleco press. I'm a bit less keen on that, but it does a job. When I'm in off season, that'll probably be a dumbbell press, something I really do enjoy a lot more, but at the moment for stability, that isn't the greatest. Then the rest of the session is, we've got cuff flies, like I said, the lying lateral raises, which I either do on the floor or on a bench. In my gym there's only one movable bench downstairs, so if I can't be asked to wait for that, which is most of the time if anyone's using it, I'll just get on the floor with cuffs and do it, and it does the exact same thing. Sometimes it actually feels a little bit better. So we do one of those 2, and then we will have overhead tricep extension and a cuff push down as well. And yeah, that's your lot. So we'll see you in it. go over the main points. Push was nice. Session felt really good. Retained performance, which is the goal at this point. We'll get into that. And I even gained a rep on one of the back offsets of the presses. And to be able to do that at this point is it's just a great sign. Because, right, so you're in a surplus, your whole thing is improving performance, using that extra food. If you're gaining body weight to, you want signs that you've gained muscle. So you want to be getting stronger over time, obviously. Whereas when you're in a deficit, you're going to have less of an opportunity to do that. You're going to struggle. Like look, I'm waffling, but it is an impossibility that you're just going to keep getting stronger whilst you're in a deficit. That's fantasy land, and I would love it if it were the case. I started this. I came from powerlifting, and there was a short window when I started my prep because I came literally straight from powerlifting, and when I went back to the more bodybuilding style movements, because of specifically doing them, I got stronger for the next few weeks, just because of the specific nature of it, and because powerlifting for a couple of years improve your strength across the board, and so I was dropping body weight, dropping body fat, and I was still I was dropping body fat, I was dropping body weight, and I was still like increasing reps initially. But then that's just a process of finding what your true baseline is. Once I found the true baseline, my be-all and end-all goal has been to retain that as much as possible and add on to it if possible. I haven't moved much further down from that baseline, and I would say I probably got the baseline right around 97 kilos, like quite high in body weight, and now I'm just trying to get into the 83s, around 84. So to maintain strength on all those exercises, that is the biggest indicator to me. If anyone to ask what is the key thing that you're looking for, it's retaining that training performance over time in that fashion, getting stronger over time. Not getting stronger over time, just retaining. I always consider it like a battle, like it's all sunshine and rainbows when you're on the offensive. When you're on the offensive in a surplus and you're trying to gain, that is sunshine and rainbows. That is putting the press on. That is feeling like you're going to win the match. You're pushing up the pitch. Whereas when you're in a deficit, you're getting hammered from all angles. I link everything to football, and in football that is, you are 0-0, but at any moment they're the better team. They're bopping the ball around. They are absolutely playing you off the park, and really you're lucky to be in the game. But you're in the game. That's all that matters, is the bottom line. And every session now, for the last God knows how many weeks, when I'm retaining performance and keeping the form the same and not compromising on that in the slightest, then I'm celebrating. I'm absolutely celebrating that as a huge, huge win. For Paul, I felt I was compromising form on some of the movements as we got later into it, and then there had to be a point where I retreated. I dropped in a bit deeper, and I took some of the weight off. But I can't explain how strongly I feel about the mental aspect of going into every session thinking that way, thinking that you're battling against this inevitability that you will eventually lose strength, but not conforming to it, not accepting it, just saying no, that is not my reality. I'm going to keep it going, and that requires quite a lot of mental strength, and it can be quite exhausting after a session. Not even just the session, like just that thing of really trying to keep it. But at the end of it, if you're competing or you're trying to maintain as much muscle mass as possible, those are the sets, and that's the mentality that are really going to make the difference. So yeah, I've had this channel a while. I haven't posted a lot on YouTube ever. I post more on other socials, but I'm really trying to get with YouTube because I love just sitting here and rambling. I love talking about the gym. I'm very, very passionate about it. And I'll talk about any aspect of it. You know, I competed for 2.5 years as a powerlifter, competed as a bodybuilder recently and won, and I'm prepping for the next show. I've got 5 weeks, and I just love all aspects of it. I've been doing this 8 years. I don't think I'm the most knowledgeable or like the best at it. I think I'm good at it, and I think I read a lot about it. But this is just I want to post this to share aspects that I think can help people, because I have a very simplistic view to how to do everything.